Hello. Today we've got a 3-marker on describing the differences between TLC and electrophoresis. So pause the video here, try this question out, and continue on to see how I answer it. So there is a phrase that I want you guys to think about, dream about, okay? When you open up your biology textbook or when you're doing exam questions, you remember this one phrase, and that is, state all the obvious points, please. I remember vividly that I was actually kind of struggling with this question when I first did it. And the reason being was that it's almost as if I couldn't see like the forest between the trees, you know? I got so worked up on the nuances, and like how to describe the differences between both the procedures until I realised, oh my god, relax, like it's really not that deep. If you just think of like certain questions to guide your thinking, right? Instead of overthinking, it will benefit you and will benefited me after I realised what, the answer was and stuff. So, if this was a video that I had seen last year, then it really would have saved me a lot of time and stress, because I was thinking like, oh my god, am I okay? Do I not know these procedures, or like, is there something wrong? I don't know. Anyways, so if I saw this video before, I wish that somebody had told me, when you get a question on differences between two procedures, two processes, right? Really boil it down to the simple things. Because they're like actual, like TLC we do in class, right? But electrophoresis, personally we didn't do in class. We had like this jelly sort of thing that kind of was a fake electrophoresis, and that's what we saw. I don't know if you guys do it in class, but regardless, what I can recommend to you is think about what material or what things you need for the procedures, okay? Electrophoresis needs so much more than TLC. Electrophoresis needs a buffer, it needs radioactive dyes, it needs electricity, it needs other things, right? That's a difference. They are differences. TLC, what does TLC need? It needs dyes, but not radioactive dyes, or like radioactive tags or fluorescent dyes, as electrophoresis does. TLC needs comparatively less things, and the way that the substances are like separated in both the procedures differ, right? The way they're separated in terms of their like what they separate, that differs. What materials they use differs, and they're all points. I've written quite a few there, but you only need 3. And because there's differences, right, use a table. Very simple. Like, the amount of times I've seen people who write down like a whole paragraph saying, so TLC uses this, but electrophoresis does not. Like, that just takes up too much time. We don't have time, guys. We don't have time. So just do a simple table. And yeah, everything I've said is basically here. How are they separated? Okay, TLC, adsorption, or you can say like solubility. Electrophoresis by size. Cool. What do they separate? Well, TLC separates non-charged particles. Electrophoresis separates charged particles. And the 3 points at the bottom are basically the material points, right? Electrophoresis needs all of this, but TLC doesn't, and that they are differences. So I hope that's kind of streamlined your approach to, comparing two procedures. Ask yourself the questions, right? What things are needed? How are they travelling? Stuff like that. And yeah. Remember, the 2 most important exam technique tips are, read the question first, and our favourite from today, state all the obvious points. Now over to you. Try some questions and let me know how it goes.